Greetings, I'm Marina Ormes, the founder of Astrology Heals at astrologyheals.com, and I am here today with your Astro Vibe for Saturday, April 29th. Today, the moon starts out in Leo and then shifts into Virgo. So we've been talking for the last couple of days about the energy of the moon in Leo, bringing self-expression, creativity, shining your light, putting it out there, spreading the joy, right? Spreading your gifts, sharing and offering, and needing to be seen in your expression. So as the moon shifts today, depends on your time zone and what time exactly, but the moon makes that shift into Virgo and it kind of shifts gears. So from Leo to Virgo, we're going from a fire sign moon to an earth sign moon. And with that shift, fire is very outward, right? It's energetic, it's about movement, and it's dynamic and active. And then we shift into Virgo, the earth sign that is more methodical, dealing with things that are tangible. And in the case of Virgo, we're looking at humility. So, whereas Leo might be about the ego, right? And about like being full of ourselves, we're supposed to be a little bit full of ourselves sometimes. Then Virgo is the balance to that. So it is bringing the ability to see where maybe we could improve on how we do things, maybe seeing where some of the ways we could be more efficient, more practical, more tangible, bringing it down to earth. And so the energy of Virgo really likes to be of service. It likes to be, productive in the sense of getting results. So when the moon shifts into Virgo, we start to think a little bit more about, well, how can we make things work? How can we get things in order? Where do we need to clean up our act? Where do we need to fix things? So with the moon's shift into Virgo, we have sometimes a reaction that makes us get in touch with our feelings of humility, but also where we're not perfect, right? We get in touch with our imperfections. And so just as a reminder, if you are finding some of that self-critical voice coming up, that really the purpose behind that self-critical voice, thinking, attitude, right, belief, it's really coming from a place of wanting to do better, of wanting to be of service, of wanting to be more effective, and get better results with your actions, activities, creative work, whatever it is. So the energy of the moon going into Virgo reminds us to be humble, and think of that in a positive way. How can you come into that place of humility without being hard on yourself, without thinking you're not good enough or judging yourself or feeling like you don't deserve whatever good things you want? Because you absolutely do deserve them. And Virgo is, in fact, reminding you of the best ways to get those, and that you might have to let go of some of the indulgent parts of what you want. So if you want, you just want money for the sake of money because you want to go spend it on frivolous things or be excessive or unconscientious in your spending, Virgo is going to remind you, hey, maybe you could make some different choices. Maybe you could use your money in a way that is going to get better results. And maybe instead of buying things that are overindulgent, maybe you could think about, well, how is this serving my health, my self-improvement, my personal growth, my needs? How is it helping me to be more of who I am? And how is it serving me in my ways of showing up in the world? So those are the kinds of questions we want to think about when the moon is in Virgo. And, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be spending. It's going to be different for each of us and how that shows up. But there's an example that maybe helps it make it more tangible. And with the Virgo energy, we really want to be looking for and catching ourselves in those negative thoughts. So any kind of self-criticism, being hard on yourself, it's just recognizing, hey, it's not about me not being deserving or good enough. It's about me improving. It's about seeing where I could be more effective at getting what I want. And so what are the small changes you can make? What ways can you be more attentive to your physical needs, your body, your need for nourishment, good food, self-care for your body? And how do you connect also with the physical world? So is it cooking? Is it gardening? Is it fixing things? Is it, doing crafts where you get your hands on things and work with materials to create something useful? That's a great metaphor too. The idea of creating something useful with your hands, whether it is a clay pot that you can use and or whether it's being able to cook and make good food that feeds your body, and maybe you can feed your family, and that's another way of being of service, or helping in your community. All of those things are helping you to be helpful, and being helpful is what Virgo is all about. So noticing where any negative thoughts may come up and just reframing those to how can you be moving more in the direction of the things that you want. When you get your hands on things and make things that are useful, like working with, pottery or art or cooking, you get a result. And so think also about the results you're getting. What is it you're creating? What is it you're ending up with as you put in these efforts to work with and connect with the earth? And what kind of results are you getting? It's a great time for gardening, right? Connecting with the physical world, the natural world, the plants, the insects, the just all the sights and sounds of spring. And if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and just how that allows you to be in connection with the earth and of service and taking care of your body and keeping things orderly and in a way that's going to be effective. So sometimes it's cleaning up your space or getting things perfected, right? Improving on things. Cleaning is a good Virgo activity. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Ormes. You can find me at astrologyheals.com. And tomorrow I'm going to be sharing about the upcoming lunar eclipse in Scorpio, powerful, potent energies of change coming in a few days with that lunar eclipse. And today's moon, Leo, Virgo, we're in the waxing part of the moon cycle. We're building, we're growing, we're learning new things, we're stepping out there and doing in ways that we can learn from. So tomorrow I'm going to be sharing more about what that lunar eclipse is going to be bringing and how we can be on top of the game to work with these energies and make the most of changes so that we can work with them to create the things we want rather than being floored by changes that come from out of the blue. So I'll have lots of great insights for you tomorrow on how the planets are helping us do this work of transformation and make the most out of the energy of shakeup instead of letting it impact us in some sort of negative way. So come back tomorrow. I will be sharing about that. Thank you so much for being here and for following me. I'm here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care, understanding yourself better and being in connection with the planets and how they reveal the different experiences that we're having and mood of the day and so much more. All right. Thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and support my work if you're enjoying what you hear and want to see more. And I will see you next time. I'm here every day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more about the upcoming lunar eclipse. Bye for now.